Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl again. Anyways, the NFC and AFC championship games are in the books. That means 30-team seasons are now done. Only 2 are left. It's the Eagles and the Patriots in 2 weeks. Oh, baby. But what that means is it's time to revisit the 2008 NFL Draft. And it's time to give you an updated mock draft. It's only a 1-round edition this time because I got bored during the 25th anniversary of Raw, and that's all the time I had patience to do anything. So this is what you get. I don't know if there's a ton of significant changes. There are some pieces that have moved, some players that have moved up, especially if I've started to watch them even a little bit. But I've still got Josh Allen going number 1. Call me crazy. And I want to say this. Mel Kiper's defense for why he had Josh Allen going number 1 was stupid and typical of Mel Kiper. If the argument is structured better, you can make a better case for it. And the real reason I say that is because there is no sure thing in this quarterback class. All of these guys have fleas. They have massive fleas. For Josh Allen, it's poor performance against higher level competition and accuracy. For Sam Darnold, it's that incredibly long windup and that lack of arm strength combined with piss-poor decision-making. He's no sure thing. Josh Rosen, child, please. You'd be lucky if he's able to stay healthy. Not to mention some of the off-the-field questions about him. His arm is good, but it's not special. He's an adequate athlete, but he's not an exceptional athlete. I don't think his pocket presence is there. You want to hear what I really have to say about these quarterbacks more in depth when I start doing the scouting reports next week, and it's coming next week. Once I get through to the 30th team in terms of the NFL season recaps, then we're going to transition into these damn prospect scouting reports. I can't wait for that. But all of them. Baker Mayfield, barely 6 foot. He's got some off-the-field questions. You know, how many teams are eager to take a 6-foot quarterback in the top 10 in today's game? Lamar Jackson, for some reason you got people talking about he should be a wide receiver. Like, what is so fundamentally different about Lamar Jackson's game that we've got people saying Josh Allen is a number 1 pick, Josh Rosen is a number 1 pick, Sam Darnold is a number 1 pick, some people are going to say Baker Mayfield is a number 1 pick, and Lamar Jackson should be a wide receiver. What's the difference? What's the difference? Think about that. What's the difference? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy to me. But anyways, I've still got all 5 of them going in round 1. Allen to the Browns, Darnold to the Giants, Rosen to the Jets. Mayfield goes to the Redskins because I go back and forth on whether or not Kirk Cousins is going to come back in 2018. I've got the Bills going with Lamar Jackson because that'll be who's left unless they make a big move up the board for somebody like a Baker Mayfield or a Rosen or a Darnold or whoever it is. We haven't gotten to the Senior Bowl yet. We haven't gotten to the Combine yet. So a lot of these things are still going to shake out. Yeah, I mean, not a ton has changed. Some of the names have changed. Yes, I know, like I've got Orlando Brown in the top 10. I finally got Tremaine Edmunds in the first round of a mock draft because I finally got a chance to start watching him. And I can tell you he may very well go higher up my board. But I look at this class right now, and I'm starting to feel a little bit better about it. But so much about how we're going to view this class in 3, 4, 5 years is going to come down to these quarterbacks. If one of them develops into a franchise quarterback, then this draft won't be looked at as great historically. If 2 do, it starts to look a little better. 3 or more, which may be a big reach with this class, then you might start to think about this being a great draft. Because you've got some defensive studs like Fitzpatrick and Chubb and Roquan Smith and Payne potentially, Derwin James, Vita Vea, Tremaine Edmunds. I mean, there are some defensive studs in there, but you know, you have a lot of teams like my Bears that need wide receiver help, and I'm not sure that there's really wide receivers that are worth taking that high. It's a so-so class right now if those quarterbacks don't become what they need to be. But you can I really don't have a lot. I didn't organize a ton of thoughts for this one, I'm just being honest. I just kind of cranked out this mock draft. Some of these players I was thinking about moving up or down. And surely there are going to be guys you're going to be asking me about Connor Williams. Why is he not in there? Because there might be concerns about medical, because there might be concerns about a lack of strength. That could potentially be why, okay? And also, I haven't graded the freaking offensive tackles yet. So when I do, I will have a much more firm opinion on these guys. And let me say this about these mock drafts that I do. Is that every year it seems like we go through these hoops. I'm going to be right sometimes. I'm going to be wrong sometimes. Period. That's how it is for anybody. But one thing I'm usually typically good at is being able to project months ahead of time certain guys rising in the process and also being able to project other guys that drop in the process. And yet every year when I say it, whether it's a Randy Gregory or a Robert Nkemdiche or a Malik McDowell or whoever the F it is, and I'm like, they're overrated, they are busters, they're not going that high, people are stupid and crazy. I'm stupid and crazy until it happens. And then nobody ever comes back and acknowledges I was right. But y'all be quick to sit there and crap on me when I'm wrong. And I'll be wrong plenty, and I'll continue to be wrong plenty, I assure you. And that's fine. But if I gotta eat the crap when I'm wrong, I expect y'all to call out when I'm right too. I'm just saying. But as an update, I have graded 7 quarterbacks so far and about 9 or 10 running backs. I'm getting ready to move on to the wide receivers. So you're going to start seeing those scouting report. It's coming up very, very soon. I think by about, maybe Wednesday or Thursday of this week, actually. Ooh. So let me know what you think of the mock. I'll try to respond to some comments on the video. Later.